It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood, would you be mine? What's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. You know what I need you to do. I need you to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Hit that little star right down there at the bottom. Hype your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Because practice is over. There is no practice today. The joint practice versus the Bills was a very exciting day for the simple fact that we knew it was a bunch of BS that was going to come out of it. And we like to maneuver through the BS. We like to hear all of these radio personalities and reporters and journalists and so many different thoughts, so many different combinations of what everybody thinks of this quarterback conversation. One thing you can take away is that don't none of them like Deshaun Watson, and nobody wants Deshaun Watson to start. I've been on Call of Duty on this beta all night and half of this morning. The beta's finna go live for everybody else so y'all can join me in a little bit. But you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. But it's one common denominator. Don't nobody like Deshaun Watson. Nobody thinks Deshaun Watson should start. And everybody thinks that Shedeursanders is not capable of running the offense. I don't understand it. It's the same thing they said last season when Kevin Stafanski was the head coach. He's not able. But damn it, when you see him on the field, what tells you that he's not able? Simply because he's not going to be the starting quarterback, that tells you that he is not able. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Is that what your mind goes to simply because he's not going to be the day one starter? Seems y'all are kind of small-minded and stupid. But we're going to get into this thing because the QB tracker is out on yesterday. And all of us are of the mindset that Shedeur scored 2 touchdowns on yesterday. And they can knick-knack and pick it apart all they want to. Those were fucking touchdowns. I don't care how you see it. You know they was touchdowns. But it is what it is. And the tracker is out for the week once again, which shows that Shedeur is just a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. The numbers that y'all have been tracking shows that Shedeursanders is a better quarterback than Todd Monken. That doesn't mean that he's going to get the start. We've had this discussion. The money always plays. And that's just the simple fact of it when it comes to professional sports. The money's going to play. But this fact that Shedeur doesn't understand the offense, Shedeur can't get in and out of the huddle, is utter foolishness. And we finna get to it. Y'all ready to let go?
Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks in the building.
To the studio, Benz on glide. Snacks walk in, let the live stream ride. Cartier shades, diamonds dance on the chain. Cross sitting clean, now we talking that game. Cleveland football, Browns got smoke. Buffs in Colorado, Coach Prime want more. Shedeur in the mix, get a check going crazy. Bigsnackks on the mic, talking slick, never lazy.
Hey! So serious, it gets dangerous. Fuck that shit.
Snacks, going live, better like and subscribe. Hit that bell one time, let the whole chat vibe. Drop that comment, tell me what you think. Another damn banger before you even blink.
Bigsnackks, yeah, we back again.
Cartier on, let the live stream begin. Like,
subscribe, comment,
saying is that when it's time to get it popping, it's time to get it popping. And this mess that Shedeur Sanders is not good enough to run this offense, does not understand the offense, is not smart enough to run the offense, is utterly stupid. But we keep hearing it over and over and over again from the same people. Just because he's not the starter doesn't mean he can't run the offense. It means the money plays, the promises that were made are being kept. But we're going to get into it. Let go.
Definition of the word fair. Do I feel like Shedeur Sanders ever had a real shot at that? That answer is no. I mean, do I feel like Haslam and the front office wanted it to be Deshaun Watson? That answer is yes. Do I feel like Todd Monken, probably the idea that he got hired was with the idea that when they answered and had all those questionnaires of like, hey, what do you think about this guy? What do you think about this guy? He probably answered the part about Deshaun Watson with, yeah, I think I can get something out of him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Now, do I think that Shedeur could have done better to maybe insert himself in this a little bit stronger? Sure. That's obviously there on the table. But yeah, I think it was always going to get to this spot with Deshaun Watson starting week 1. And that's why none of this has come as a surprise. The only surprise out of this is that they've kept the charade going as long as they have right now.
I think it is fair to say that Todd Monken wanted Deshaun to start this whole time for reasons that don't necessarily make sense to me, but I think he has wanted Deshaun to start. I also think Deshaun had a pretty relatively low bar to clear. Just look functional in a singular preseason game, and you're going to be the face of the franchise again, little buckaroo. So I think those two things are true. I also don't think the competition has been unfair. Like, I think if Shedeur had come out and whatever the thing that, whatever part of cadence or operation, if he had been able to muster that, I think he would be the starting quarterback right now.
And that right there is the problem. Whatever part of cadence or operation, if he would have got that part down, he would have been able to muster that. And that's what I mean when I keep saying that they keep spewing that he is unable to do those things. When it's far, you keep trying to insert that into his character, into his demeanor, into him as a player. But every time on the field, it hasn't shown. We went into game 1. Shedeur was supposed to have problems with the operation, problems with the cadence, problems getting in and out of the huddle. And you know who had those problems in game 1 of the preseason? Deshaun Watson. That wasn't Shedeur. You said that all last season about Kevin Stafanski not starting him, but that wasn't the case. When you saw Joe Flacco start, and he wasn't much, played 4 games, had 6 picks, but y'all worried about Shedeur's 7 games and his 10 picks. You saw Dylan Gabriel almost throw 6 picks in 1 game against Pittsburgh. But this is year 2. And once again, you are trying to make Shedeur out to be an idiot when clearly he is not. They keep saying it. They keep pushing it. They keep trying to make it true, but it's not true.
It's his fault, no one else's. And people need to accept that. You, me, and Jason Lloyd are never going to be able to convince people that it's not Jimmy who wants Deshaun Watson to start, are we? It's never going to happen.
No, people have made up their mind.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I mean, you agree with me on the whole, like, we're trying to sell a stadium here in PSLs, and they're not going to want to play a guy that people called in yesterday and said they're going to drive and spend their money and park and go through all the rigmarole to go to the stadium to boo him in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's what ownership wants. They can't wait.
I'm just making sure, because they spent $40 million, even though they're going to spend over $2 billion.
And knowing that opener, that'll be even though it won't be nationally televised, Deshaun Watson comes out there, it is going to be some commentaries nationally, maybe even pregame, and it's going to be, hey, Do we remember what he's been accused of? Like, that's going to happen again. And that's what they think in the afternoon. That's what ownership wants.
And none of us have faith that he's going to be able to turn it back on again. It's been 6 years. So I don't think he's clinging to anything, but either way.
I'm not even going to say he's failed to do it because I think they're going to put the football in his hands eventually, and he's going to get a chance to do
he'll get the ball. I think he'll be able to start in September.
And he's going to have an offensive line newly rebuilt, and by then, by the way, it looked good yesterday, that hopefully will have gelled by then. He might even actually have a running game to go, and now he's got weapons. Guys, Shedeur has not been wronged. He's been blessed. That's the term you should be looking for. Everybody hasn't been sabotaged. He's been blessed. And he's going to be blessed with the opportunity because he's in Cleveland and nowhere else to actually get a chance to quarterback for the Browns. This would not have happened in almost 30 other cities in the NFL. It's happening in Cleveland. You should thank your lucky stars.
216-474-0092. You think Daryl agrees with you?
Yes, I do.
Because this is an organization that has played a player before.
Because he has a brain. He should agree with you.
Because that's Daryl. They're not playing Daryl. If we're going to blame it on organization and even ownership, like this is a team that has played a player before because the fans wanted to see him over a guy who was doing better. Like that's that track record. If we wanted to say we're getting involved, I just gave you every other reason why you would just play Shedeur-sanders. Everybody in the world, every other reason why you would just play Shedeur-sanders. It can't just be because of $40 million this year. That's nothing to them. If he's not ready, he's not ready. And we need to accept the reality of that if he's not ready.
If he's not ready, he's not ready. It can't be the money. He wasn't sabotaged. He was blessed. Boy, I need to know what mindset y'all come up. What y'all been thinking about. Where y'all get y'all information from. Because for a guy that was supposed to be drafted highly in the first round, for a guy that was drafted in the 5th round, for a guy that was better than every quarterback on his roster last season, he was blessed. He wasn't sabotaged. There's been nothing against him. He's had all the blessings in the world. If he ain't ready, he ain't ready. Show me where he ain't ready. Show me on film. Show me when you on the field where he's not ready. Show me where the problems are. Because we haven't seen it, and we've been over the tape a million times. And everybody, to a man, has said Shedeur-sanders is better than Deshaun Watson and Shedeur-sanders should be the starting quarterback. But I have told you a million times, I don't care. Because I'm not worried about Shedeur being the starting quarterback right now. Because I know, I see the writing on the wall. I understand how it plays out. I told you a million times. Shedeur gets his standalone season next year. And when he does, these people are going to freak out. These people are going to lose their mind. These people all may have to get new jobs. But all we hear is he's not ready. What about that promise that Deshaun told you? That he knew he was going to get his opportunity to start. That he knew he was going to be a starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this season. How did you know, Deshaun? Because of internal conversations. Those internal conversations were not with his wife. Those internal conversations were not with Kevin Stafanski because he ain't here no more. Those internal conversations was with the owner, was with the GM, was with the head coach, and everybody is on the same page. Deshaun Watson gets his opportunity to start. And it's better to do it at the beginning of the season than the middle of the season or the end of the season. Because once Shedeur is in. He's not coming off the field, and they already know that. So you open up the season and give it to Deshaun. Let's see what he can do. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't keep trying to help y'all get there. I need y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to help you understand. But we already know that they are idiots. And they just keep repeating the same old thing. Every time it goes back to the same old thing. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Hit that little star down there at the bottom. Hype your boy up. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out of here. Peace out.
Before you go, hit that like and subscribe. Join the family, come along for the ride. Sports, culture, life, yeah, we talk it all. From the Browns to the Buffs, every rise and fall. See you aunties, I appreciate the love. Bigsnackks in the building, man, it's all above. G. Bush, K-Sap, Auntie Faye in the mix, Mag Dog TV, Money Man, that's the click. Hey, hit that bell, ding, don't miss a thing. Hey, leave a comment, talk to me, let your voice ring. Let's go. Share with your people, share with your crew. If you're rocking with Bigsnackks, rocking with you. Bigsnackks, sport, culture, life. Bigsnackks, we getting it tonight. Bigsnackks, the movement too strong. Bigsnackks, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Hey! It gets dangerous.